You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we will start. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining Dell Technologies and Redington session. We hope we will provide you all the information required. You can post all your questions on the chat button and we will answer them at the end of the session. Also, you can use the wave button. If you have any additional question, we can unmute you as well. Before getting into the session, first let me introduce myself. I'm Raghda Hallab, the Regional Marketing Manager in KSA. Today's topic is the future of mid-range storage, and we have Qasim Abbas, the Senior Partner Modern Data Center in Dell Technologies. He will be running a presentation on the benefit of switching to PowerStore trade-in competitive swap program. Also, we will have at the end of the session a survey feedback form, and as well we will run a short quiz after answering all your questions, and there will be 3 winners and they will win a gift. Qasim, over to you.
Thank you, Ragda. I really appreciate it, and thank you, Redington, for bringing this up. This is a great presentation, if you would say, regarding the latest product of Dell storage that's designed for the data era. My name is Qasim Abbas. As Ragda mentioned, I'm the Senior Partner Manager for the Modern Data Center at Dell Technologies. All right, so basically today we're gonna cover, it's not gonna be a long presentation, it's gonna be like 40 to 50 minutes, and then we will have a quiz and a survey as Ragda mentioned. So I'll start with basically giving an overview of Dell Technology and what do we do. We at Dell Technologies, we empower IT with the modern competency that you need to provide a foundation for digital innovation. So this is basically addressed for you as being IT admins, IT directors, or CEOs or CFOs to your organization. So basically, the digital economy is driving a re-invitation of the IT and Dell Technologies, which is, we do believe that to sustain competitive advantage, you will definitely need to adapt to rapidly changing and uncertainty markets, especially nowadays in the COVID-19 situation. The customers and the technology conditions that really consistently is faster than your competitors and faster than any other vendor available in the market. And if you would say, I used to give an example when I used to do my presentations back then in when we had face-to-face discussions. So basically, we were addressing, or we were presenting that 81% of organizations, if they did not change, they will be out of the market sooner or later. All right. So just give one example. I used to give an example about Nokia phones or Ericsson phones, mobile phones. 10 years ago or 10 years plus ago, we used to have Ericsson phones, Nokia phones. They did not adapt to the change. They did not transform. So their mobility sector or their mobility vertical, if you would say, died with time, right? So now it's only iPhone and it's only Android. They dominated the market. So this applies for you as a customer. This applies for you if you do not embrace the change, if you do not embrace the modernization of the IT infrastructure and the digital innovation, sooner or later you're gonna have a very difficult time in changing and competing with your competitors. So we at Dell Technologies, we are your essential partner for accelerating digital transformation. So we have infrastructure solutions that's going to be addressed today. We're talking about mainly the storage products, the servers products, those essential infrastructure for your organization to build for digital future. We also have the client solutions that when we talk about laptops, workstations, thin clients, and so on. This is a big portfolio. We also have the one and only VMware. VMware is the #1 virtualization organization in the globe. So this is a great product portfolio that Dell Technologies bring to you into the table. We have also SecureWorks that have provided trusted and managed security services to organizations who are having difficulties on the security. We have the Alienware, we have the Boomi, we have the virtualization, that VirtuStream that addresses the enterprise cloud or enterprise class cloud services and software that are being trusted by the enterprise worldwide. All right, so we are a technology leader with innovation at our core, fueled with sustained aggressive investment and R&D and engineering. And if you would see in those slides, we have 90 billion plus in revenue worldwide, and this is a great revenue if you would say moving onwards. Something happened to my webcam, so I just want to turn it off. All right, so we're serving 98% of the Fortune 500. We're having more than 27,000 patents and applications, 100 million plus of annual Dell Technologies capital investment. And the most important part is that we're having a $20 billion of R&D investment, which is the research and development investment in the last 5 fiscal years. Many competitors, they talk about competing with Dell Technologies, mainly storage. You know what? Our R&D, our research and development investment for the 5 fiscal years is the investment is more than the revenue for the past 5 years. So one of the storage vendors that think that compete with us on storage arrays, if you would say, the revenue for the past 5 years was almost less than $10 billion. Our R&D by itself is $20 billion. So it gives you an impression of the power of Dell Technologies and the power that we are giving to our customers and partners to innovate more. So apparently we are the global market leader, and this is as per IDC report. This is the Dell EMC is already the market leader. If we look at the last 4 quarters in a row, we took more shares in external storage. We took more shares in hyperconverged infrastructure. We had more shares in the data domain and the backup as well. And definitely more share in the mainstream and x86. And EMEA, which is the region that we operate in, is leading the way, growing even faster overall, taking 290 PPS in storage and 400 PPS in servers. And more importantly, here in Saudi Arabia, we're growing dramatically. So for example, in the storage, the global market share for Dell Technology is 32%, whereas in Saudi it is 60% plus. So it's double than the global market. When we take converged infrastructure, the global market is share market is 32%, and we're #1. When you look at Saudi Arabia, at the kingdom, we're almost 60% plus as well. When we talk about the backup, we have in Saudi Arabia more than 70% market share. So this is a great, if you would say, a global market leader measurement that you would definitely consider when you do investment for your organization. When we take Dell EMC on the from worldwide perspective, from storage industry growth, over the last 4 quarters, the worldwide storage market grew almost $1.9 billion, which is 8% year over year. And this is worldwide. Dell EMC by itself only, we grew almost $1 billion, $1 billion, which is almost half of the industry growth. I repeat, we took half the storage market growth over the last year. That's 13 times more than NetApp and 4 times more than pure storage. All right, so this is a great presentation, or a great report by IDC, which is the IDC Quarterly Enterprise Storage System. All right, so if you could see on those slides, we grew almost $1 billion. NetApp only $71 million. Pure only 245. Lenovo, HP, Huawei almost 200 million. We grew almost 13 times more than NetApp, and almost 4 times more than Lenovo and HP. And if you look at those companies, NetApp is declining in shares. HP as well, IBM as well, Hitachi. Pure has almost plus 0.6% shares for the past 4 quarters. So when you think about investing in storage and investing in the infrastructure and your IT environment, you should consider the power, the potential portfolio, and more importantly, that the IDC and Gartner International report globally, what do they say? And definitely they say Dell Technologies. All right, so as the #1 leader in storage, Dell Technologies continue to innovate and proud to announce PowerStore, which is a modern storage appliance that is designed for the new data era. So the explosion of data with digital transformation in both new and existing workloads across your industry, especially in these difficult times, is causing significant challenges for both IT infrastructure and operations teams. So most of your organizations have found that no single solution can address all their requirements. So until now, they often utilize different architectures, which creates silos of IT resources that are managed and consumed independently. This data explosion, coupled with increasing pressure on the CAPEX and OPEX budgets and increased security threats, is forcing many customers that we've been talking to reconsider their storage infrastructure. So basically, we at Dell Technologies, we do believe that with the announcement of this new mid-range product, PowerStore, it presents an opportunity to address these latest demands by simplifying the storage architecture while addressing all 3 business objectives that you are thinking of, which is mainly helping lowering the budgets, reducing risks, and more importantly, improving service SLAs, service level agreements. All right, so PowerStore provides our customers with a brand new architecture enabling data-centric, also intelligent, also the adaptable infrastructure that supports both traditional and modern workloads. Let's begin with the focusing on the data-centric design that optimizes system performance, scalability, and storage efficiency to support any workload without any compromise. All right, so given it's a multifunctioning architecture, the PowerStore can serve a wide range of use cases built using both modern workloads and legacy workloads across multiple sites, including integration with the public cloud. Not only are both block and file workloads are supported within the array, there is the unique capability to run your VMware application on the array through something or through a feature that we introduced in the PowerStore called Apps On. Remember this name, Apps On. When we talk about performance, the Power Store delivers 7 times more IOPS and 3 times lower latency for real workload compared to previous generations at Dell Technologies. So if we're talking about the mid-range products of Dell Technologies that are compelling, VNX, Unity, and Extreme IO, the Power Store itself is 7 times more than 7 times IOPS more than those products. And those products were already faster than competition, faster than NetApp and HP and IBM and Pure, and the list goes on. So Power Store achieves this with unique scale up, scale out, and cloud integration capabilities for whoever is looking for cloud capabilities. So scale up within the same appliance to nearly 3 petabytes of storage. Scale out to an 8-node active cluster to nearly 12 petabytes of storage. In addition, this product, Power Store, is having end-to-end NVMe and storage class memory technologies that are supported along with the Power Store solution Metro for advanced replication needs. When we talk about efficiency, Power Store offers industry-leading inline data reduction ratio, which is 4:1, guaranteed under something called Future-Proof Loyalty Program, which is a program for free for our customers upon purchasing a storage array from us. All right. So moving onwards. When we talk about intelligence, let's now move to this part of automation through programmable infrastructure that simplifies management and optimizes system resources, while at the same time enabling proactive health analytics to easily monitor, analyze, and troubleshoot the environment. Okay, so Power Store really provides an open standards integration for both operations teams with existing management tools, as well as Kubernetes integration for DevOps teams to provision storage on demand within seconds and eliminate manual steps. So the innovative Power Store operating system, which is the OS, container-based architecture, has been developed in close cooperation with our sister company VMware, which VMware is a sister company. So every product we announce, we do it in parallel or in alignment with VMware. From automation perspective, the autonomous feature of Power Store, or basically the Power Store OS, has built-in machine learning to optimize the running of the workloads. So from an autonomous perspective, the machine learning features mean less administration for you, Mr. Customer, taking seconds to deploy new resources, automatic discovery of new appliances and drives, and intelligent workload placement. Example, rebalancing existing volumes to cater for different workloads at different times to suit your business demands. When we talk about the proactive health, we're talking about smart monitoring, such as anomaly detection, which is based and inside the Power Store. It reduces the risk for the operations teams with Cloud IQ, providing end-to-end monitoring and predictive analytics for capacity planning. So basically, Power Store is supported through our customer service division, offering a full view of our customers' end-to-end assets based through My Services 360. All right. So moving onwards with the last feature of the Power Store, let's discuss the adaptable architecture that enables speed and application mobility. It offers flexible deployment models and provides choice, predictability, and investment protection through flexible payment solution and data in place upgrades. And I'm going to talk about this in a few seconds. So PowerStore OS has been written ground up as modular in design, provides consistent services across platforms, and enables future deployment models, including the unique ability of the app's own feature to run VMware applications on the array itself. And no other competitor has done this into their storage array. The ability of the app's own feature to run VMware applications on the array itself. Okay, so depending on the budget and workload needs, you as a customer can choose from different models ranging from PowerStore 1000, 3000, 5000, 7000, and 9000, with the option of the T model for capacity only, or X model if apps on feature is required, which is basically running VMware applications on the array itself. From deployment perspective, given the flexible architecture, the scalability, and range of models of PowerStore, it's a perfect platform to simplify and consolidate storage infrastructure by deploying at the edge, from core data center as well, and even to integrate with the cloud. We have a range of built-in migration tools, including specific migration plugins for Dell mid-range products such as Compellent, Unity, VNX, Extreme.io, including a 7 to 10 click migration process. Imagine if you're having a Dell storage, existing Dell storage, and I do believe Redington invited, most of the invitations went for the customers who is having an existing Dell storage, and we're here to discuss how to refresh it with the latest product or latest storage array from Dell Technologies, which is the PowerStore. You could only migrate with 7 to 10 clicks. Imagine. So if necessary, we have an outstanding professional services at Dell Technology that are well experienced in complex and large scale. Also, we have Redington. Also, we have our partners that are capable enough in Saudi Arabia to do those migration. So from consumption perspective, with different models to choose to suit your needs, we understand that the critical need to upgrade easily as the business demands. This is why we are proud to announce another unique feature known as the PowerStore Anytime Upgrade as part of our future-proof loyalty program. Anytime Upgrade allows you to scale up to 3 petabyte and up to 12 petabyte non-disruptive. I'll repeat it. It allows you to scale up to 3 petabyte up to 12 petabyte of non-disruptively, as well as upgrade the controllers without data migration. Without data migration, guys. This is a very crucial feature for us. Unlike other vendors, we enable customers to upgrade the existing PowerStore generation at any time in their contract without penalty or future renewals. We don't ask you for penalty, or we don't ask you for renewals, or we don't ask you for additional investment. Anytime during your contract, you can do the upgrades. Next generation controllers can be added as well, and integration with the public cloud extends consumption options even further. All right. So, in summary, PowerStore provides our customers with data-centric, intelligent, and adaptable infrastructure that supports both traditional and modern workloads. We at Dell Technology, we do believe the unique features relating to the data-centric scalability, autonomous, and adaptable architecture with flexible anytime upgrades will reset your expectation and welcome many opportunities in the marketplace. All right, so this is a brief of how we do the migration to PowerStore. Most of the attendees are having VNX series or Power Vault or PS series or the SC series or the Unity or the Extreme IO. So with the native migration is included with PowerStore. It provides seamless transition from an existing mid-range platform to PowerStore through future-proof loyalty program. So basically, it's, as I mentioned, it's 7 to 10 clicks to migrate from the VNX or Unity or Extreme IO or SC series to the PowerStore. Okay, so plus host application tools, PPME, vPlex, and VMware Storage vMotion also supports the migration from the legacy Dell storage to PowerStore. Okay, so when we talk about the offense of primary storage and how we are powerful when it comes to storage arrays, when we talk about budgets, and this is like a complete portfolio from primary storage perspective, we have the lower end of our portfolio. We have the Power Vault, which is the entry level, which is basically any customer that is looking for a storage and having a budget of less than $25,000. All right, so, and we have the high-end storage, which is the Power Max, anything above 250 or 300K budget, okay, we're addressing the Power Max. In between, it's a mid-range product or it's mid-range potential selling. All right, so if you're looking for a hybrid model or a hybrid storage array, less than $100,000, we prefer Unity XT or a compellent. Anything less than 250K and above 100K or above $80,000, we're addressing PowerStore. Okay? So this is in brief, where does our storage arrays fit in the storage portfolio? So I'm gonna cover something that you will love, I guess, which is the trade-in and competitive swap incentives. All right, so basically for the tech refresh, which is basically the trade-in, if you are a customer and you're having a Dell storage, let's say the legacy VMAX or the old C-Matrix, okay? We have the opportunity, or you have the opportunity for Dell Technologies to buy this product back from you, which is a trade-in. So if you have a VMAX, we buy $400 per terabyte. So if you have 100 terabyte of storage and you want to refresh it with PowerStore, we buy it from you by $40,000. If you have a Tier B product, if you have Unity or Data Domain or Extreme IO, we buy these products from you $200 per terabyte. So if you have a Data Domain and that's having 100 terabyte, which is basically for backup, we get it back from you. We ask you, please send it back to us, and we buy it back from you $200 per terabyte. If you have a Tier C product, which in this case it's a VNXE or a compellent or Isilon or Avamar or even VX-Ray, we buy it $100 per terabyte. So if you have a VX-Ray, for example, the P series, which basically for performance, or S series for storage dense environment, okay, basically most of the customers get 50 terabyte plus. So if we're talking about an average of 100 terabyte, that's additional $10,000 for Tier C. For Tier B, it's $200 again, and Tier A, which is basically the DMX, the C-Matrix, and the VMAX, $400 per terabyte. When we talk about competitive swap, if you are a customer that is having HP, for example, storage, or IBM, or Pure, or NetApp, so we categorize the programs that we have into two programs or two categories. The Tier A If you're having a NetApp or Pure or HP storage array, we buy it back from you $600 per terabyte. So again, if you're having an HP storage of 100 terabytes, we buy it from you by $60,000. All other competitors like IBM and Hitachi and Huawei and so on, we buy it $500 per terabyte. This is a great tool for you to consider when you are refreshing into PowerStore or swapping competitor product with Dell Technologies products. So this is important for us to mention in here that the trade-in incentive is capped at 25% of the new deal value, whereas the competitive swap incentive are not capped. So it's 100% of new deal value. All right. And this offer or this program is available until July 31st, 2020. So basically, this is up to our Q2 end, which is basically the second half of our fiscal year. All right. So Dell Technologies, we're a leader and innovator. If you could see this slide, a portfolio of industry-leading companies. We have the Dell, which is basically as I mentioned in the second slide, this is for client business, laptops, workstations, thin clients, you name it. Dell EMC, which is basically for the infrastructure, which is basically addressing the storage, mainly the PowerStore, which is covered today, and the server business as well, and the networking business. All of this comes under the Dell EMC, which is the infrastructure product. All right. Pivotal and VirtuStream, those are the companies that are addressing the cloud strategies and the migration to cloud. You know, the RSA and the secure works from security perspective. All right. And definitely VMware, it's a known company. VMware is the leading company in virtualization. All right. So this is from portfolio perspective. From investment perspective, as I mentioned, $20 billion for the past 5 years. And there is a commitment from our CEO, Michael Dell, that this will continue. There is $12.7 billion investments in the R&D in the 3 years, and this will continue. We're serving more than 21,000 patents and patent applications. And we are available at 13 Gartner Magic Quadrant leadership positions. So this is a great, if you would say, measurement for you to consider when you set your storage strategies. We're #1 market position in each of these categories: public and private cloud, servers, all-flash arrays, external storage, hyperconverged infrastructure, unstructured data, server virtualization, networking virtualization, storage virtualization, storage software, client systems, and displays. So when you think about investing and in your infrastructure and specifically storage, you should consider Dell Technologies being #1, being the #1 worldwide spending or investing in the R&D. And more importantly, here in Saudi is we are #1, and we're bringing to the table or to your table the latest storage array by Dell Technologies, which is PowerStore, available for you. So please reach out to any of our employee, reach out to Redington, reach out to ourselves for any additional information. I hope this has provoked some new thinking and simulated further opportunities for you. please reach out to us if you need any additional details. I hope it's a clear features or clear measurements for you when considering the storage arrays. All right, and for that I give back the ball to Ragda and Redington to guide us on the way forward. So thank you everyone, I really appreciate it, and Ragda, back to you.
Thank you, Qasim.
Thank you everyone.
Thanks
Good luck, stay safe, and hopefully to talk to you soon.
Thank you, Qasim. Thank you, team. Thank you, Ragda.